Excuse me. Excuse him. A
You too?
word?
I think the circumstances allow. Gordon was telling me how you found me. Sounds like top-drawer detective work.
It was a team effort. Batman led the charge.
It's not easy to say this, but it looks like you saved my life. I guess that puts me in your debt.
You owe me. And I will collect.
Jim, would you mind giving us a minute? Batman and I have some unfinished business.
I'll go check on Joker's transfer, make sure they don't take any chances. Just try not to rip each other's heads off, okay? We can all play nice now that the bad guy's in cuffs.
Joker's no longer a threat. Promise me you'll leave Agent Avesta alone.
Fair. You don't have to worry. Our stalemate from the roof still stands. I'm pulling out of Gotham effective immediately.
Then why are we still talking?
Tiffany Fox. Riddler's death may have caused a lot of problems, but I won't make her pay for it. I'll leave that to the man who can't stand killing. I know you think I'm the devil, but I want you to understand. I didn't see things going down like this. I let the mission get out from under me. Never really regained a solid footing.
I don't want to hear it, Waller. Save it for your bosses in D.C.
They don't give a damn how the sausage gets made, as long as they still get their cookout. This is me and you talking about where things went wrong. I just came here to round up the pact. Quick and easy.
And if Riddler led you to Sanctus, that would have been a bonus.
Listen. Everything I did for the greater good. To protect Gotham, to uphold the law, to make the world a safer place.
Whatever your reasons, you went too far. You escalated things on the bridge. You got people killed. And coming after me? What were you thinking?
You sided with that maniac. What was I supposed to do? Give you a medal? You act so high and mighty. At the end of the day, you're just a rich guy with all the toys beating up on lunatics.
I deal with criminals who threaten my city.
You're so far up your own ass, you can't see the truth. You're as nuts as any of them. Avesta had you pegged the minute she walked in your office. She started listing off your pals. All those friends of yours who went cuckoo. You didn't even flinch. Because you're one of them.
Don't fool yourself, Waller. You are too.
I know exactly what I am. I choose not to live in denial. We're done here. Signal the withdrawal.
I'm not gonna miss her, that's for sure. So, here we are, once again. Gotham's safe because of you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it felt pretty good getting my hands dirty. Just like old times, huh? Truth is, after I got ousted, I didn't know my place anymore. Turned into an old guy in civvies, lurking around crime scenes. Trying to stay useful.
I hear there's an opening for police commissioner. No one's more qualified than you.
That means a lot. And I know I got the support with the rank and file. I have to talk it through with Mrs. Gordon. She's getting used to having me around the house. I gotta take this. Wife probably saw the news. See you around, Batman.
After I'm done
Don't
streaming,
be a
I'm gonna join.
stranger.
Damn, Tiffany actually did do it. What we expect though, she killed, you know what I mean? Riddler killed her dad.
Tiffany, we need to talk.
Yeah, I figured.
You're hurt.
It's nothing. I saw you take much worse. Joker was going to cut Waller ear to ear. I had to create a distraction.
It was certainly distracting.
My confession. It took you by surprise, didn't it? I just couldn't keep it in anymore.
You know I don't condone killing. Not even scum like Riddler.
I've been dreading this moment. Especially since I learned who you are under that mask. I was afraid of what might happen if you found out. I guess I was hoping you never would.
Why didn't you talk to me sooner?
I wanted to work with you, to be part of your mission.
But you kept this from me. A murder?
I know. I'm sorry. I knew this would ruin everything.
You were right.
Riddler tore my family apart, Bruce. My mother hasn't left the house since the funeral. And Luke? He just lashes out. My father's death broke them. It broke all of us. I won't ask for forgiveness. But I hope you can understand why I had to do it. I just felt so powerless. Like my life was crumbling around me. I had to do something to take back control. Please tell me you get that.
Revenge is an impulse, one to be checked. I can't condone it. But I do understand it.
Thank you. That means a lot. I couldn't bear it if you despised me. So,
We gotta
where
trust
do we go
her.
from here? I suppose this puts me on your most wanted list, rather than us working together.
If you want to fill your father's shoes, you need to learn right from wrong. You need someone to teach you.
You're giving me a second chance?
Think of it more as a sentence. You'll have to work hard for your redemption.
I promise I won't let you down.
Then let's get started.
She could fly. We gotta grapple on some bitch shit. Oh. I mean, hey. I guess if the wind's alright, you know what I mean?
I was going to write a note, but I'm not a coward. At least I don't want to be. Not anymore. Then again, this won't be the first time I've found my courage in a single malt.
Courage for what?
Saying goodbye. I'm leaving, Bruce. It's time I went in search of better pastures.
You just need rest, Alfred. Why don't you take a long vacation? Like we talked about. Someplace in the sun, on the other side of the world from Gotham.
I rather think this vacation will be permanent.
But why?
This war of ours is not what it was when we started. I no
He's
longer
really
have
off
the
of
stomach
it.
for it.
I mean,
It's not
Alfred wants to
sustainable.
dip.
At least not for me.
So, take a back seat from the operations. Put your feet up for a while. Keep us stocked with cucumber sandwiches and tea.
And just stand idly by while your enemies rend you limb from limb? Do a little dusting while you bleed out on the Batcave floor? I don't think so. Our mission used to be so clear. Catch the criminals, lock them up.
Damn.
But nothing is clear
Alfred
anymore.
leaving us.
At least not to me. Now everything has become so gray.
Gray. Talk to me, Alfred.
We used John Doe, exploited his friendship to get you into the pact. We took advantage of someone you met in an asylum, for God's sake. Someone clearly challenged with a proven tendency to violence.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
In a manner of speaking. You empowered John Doe, kept him close when you should have put him away, inspired him to become something far more dangerous than he ever was.
What's your point?
Sometimes it's as if Batman creates the evil he means to destroy. For all our good intentions, I fear we only make things worse. A dreadful thought, I know, but one that keeps me awake at night.
I'm not blind to the damage I cause, nor am I to the chaos that swirls in Gotham. But I have to believe the good outweighs the bad. I thought you did too.
Not anymore. Anyone who comes into contact with us suffers. Lucius is gone. Tiffany has blood on her hands. I foolishly thought bringing her in might make things better, as if her enthusiasm might remind us how things were in the beginning. The lives we touch are touched by pain. Friends, colleagues, innocents. No one is spared.
That's a price I'm willing to pay. In war, there are always casualties. But it doesn't mean you give up the fight.
I've served in my share of wars, Bruce. More even than you. There are some fights you cannot win. One thing is for certain, my tremors are gone.
That's great news, Al.
They stopped the minute I made the decision to go. I thought it was the kidnapping with Lady Arkham that caused them. Some kind of residual trauma. But I had it wrong. This sense of powerlessness I've been feeling, it came from something I saw in you. The tremors, the fainting spells, all of it.
Do you really think I'm that bad?
No, I'm sorry, Bruce. That's not what I meant at all. Let me explain. Your father was driven by an obsession, by a need to control. He rushed headlong into the darkness, thinking himself invincible, oblivious to the cost. Just like you.
Not like me. I chase that darkness away.
And yet, history is repeating itself. I'm more certain of that with every passing day.
Okay, maybe I am more like my father than I want to admit, but our paths are different.
Can't you see? The paths may diverge, but they end in the same place. Face down in an alley, shot in the dark by criminals in some godforsaken corner of Gotham. I won't be witness to that. I
Damn,
won't
Alfred
bury
is
you,
really.
too. I
Sheesh.
stood by and did nothing while
He's
Thomas
really like,
destroyed
he's
himself,
tired, bro.
along with everything he loved. I enabled him, like I'd been enabling you. Realizing this, I've never felt so helpless. I wanted things to be different for you, my boy. You deserved a better life than the one I gave you. I failed you, and for that I'm sorry.
You did the best you could, Al. In a single night, the family was shattered, and you were left to pick up the pieces.
I may have picked them up, but I did a poor job sticking them back together. Well, I don't want to miss my flight. There's always traffic around the airport. You don't have to do it, Bruce. There are other ways of doing good in the world. But you pour everything into your bloody crusade, and I know you too well to hope you'll ever change.
Give up, Batman.
Alfred, wait. Would you stay? If I promised things would be different.
Is that a promise you can keep?
Like you said, there are a lot of ways to help. I'm sure the city could use a man of my talent and resources.
Are you sure about this?
I'll do whatever it takes to keep our family together, Al. Even this. So please, tell me you'll stay.
Well, maybe just one more night.
That would bugging if you think I was about to give up on Alfred. And hey, that is final. That is final, y'all. I think that's it. Hey, we did it. We did it. Over the season, your relationship have been affected by your action decisions within the story. So let's just peep for the one time. Alright, let's get it.
You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble.
This is tough. Agent S and Harley Quinn. You and 50.1% of players dismissed her importance to the agency. Harley took over the light in getting you to say you were part of the pact in front of Tiffany. She was furious that the pact abandoned her at the agent, blah blah blah. Harley genuinely came to trust you after you exposed Catwoman as the thief of the laptop. Harley was heartbroken when you convinced John to subdue her. While she still works for the agency, Harley worships just another one of them. Okay.
Thunderbolt! I'm the whole goddamn hurricane!
You and 40.2% of players remain in a stalemate with her. Heard. That's okay with me. We're in the middle with her. That's alright. She left Gotham as your enemy. She declared you an enemy for the state. Waller was thankful that you maintained your hope with the pact for as long as you could. Hey man, fuck it.
Gotham's safety is slipping out from under me and I can't stand it!
Jim Gordon. You and 59.6% of players accepted Gordon's apology. That's what we like. Gordon was humbled that you could trust him with your secret association with Lucius Fox. When you interrogated Eli behind his back, he felt betrayed. Despite your recent falling out, he was surprised when you called him. After Bane's initial attack, Gordon was disgusted that you sided with the criminal Catwoman. He was grateful when you forgave him for losing his self-control. Yikes.
I weighed my options and what can I say? I don't like to lose.
You and 35.1% of players made no deal with Waller on Selena's behalf. Yeah, we kind of just let her rock. Oh well.
I won't let you down.
You and 80.6% of players took Tiffany under your wing. She felt betrayed when you admitted your involvement in Lucia's death. She was terrified when you admitted to being in the pact. She regretted calling the GCPD on you. She was at first confused, but then completely blown away when you told her you were Batman. Now Tiffany is repenting. Heard it.
Criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you?
You and 54.9% of players asked her to come work for you, as we should, bro. She a real one. She's deaf now, like half deaf because of us, so we had to. She was thankfully let it slide. Blah blah blah. Now she works for us.
If a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is?
You and 36.3% of players gave up the mantle of the Batman. After he watched the footage of Lucia's violent demise, he was full of vengeance. After collapsing in the Batcave, he felt reassured when you agreed that he needed a vacation. He soon became gravely concerned by Batman's blah blah blah. When you decided to give up the cowl, Alfred became cautiously optimistic about your shared future. Thank God there's no like second shit. Oh. Like no second game.
We're two threads in the
James,
same
I'm about to pop out after
stitch,
this.
bound together, even under strain.
You and 54% of players told Joker you were still friends. I mean, not that we were still friends, but it was more like we were friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. They spin that a little differently. Fuck Bane. You and 70% of players saved Lily. 14.5% of players hesitated during Bane's attack. Oh, is people folded under pressure? That's funny. Did you take Tiffany to the field with you? No. Damn, we're the odd one out. 22.6. Did you agree to hand over Joker to Waller? You and 68.5% of players refused to hand over Joker to Waller. Did you give up the cowl so Alfred will stay? You and 36.3% of players told Alfred you would give up Batman. Damn, 5.7 didn't even give him the light of day. They were like, nah. And 58 players chose never to give up being Batman. Nah, we can't keep burning ourselves for the city. You know what I mean? Which Joker did you defeat? Defeated Vigilante Joker? There's another Joker? I might have to play this game back. There's another Joker? That's different. Photos collected. That's funny. You ducked out the last one, you heard me. And I think that has to be it. Whoa.
Visitor for John Doe.
Bruce!
There's another season? Or whatever? Really? There's a game too? I have to peep. We're invested.